Rushing to work in the morning, many drivers simply turn the key, start the engines, and hit the gas to get going. This small habit may seem harmless, but it can cause the engine to wear out much faster. The surprising truth is that most drivers don't realize they're silently shortening their car's lifespan every day. Instead of lasting hundreds of thousands of miles, an engine can degrade early just because of a few seconds of improper starting. In this video, we'll explore 11 habits that quietly damage your engine and simple ways to avoid them, keeping your car running smoothly, lasting longer, and saving you money on repairs. If you want more practical content like this, give us a like. 1. Repeatedly cranking the starter when the car won't start. One of the most common silent engine killers is repeatedly cranking the starter when the car refuses to start. It's a familiar scenario. You turn the key, the engine doesn't fire, so you try again and again, hoping it will finally come to life. But in reality, each repeated crank doesn't help. It only puts the entire system under stress. Every time you turn the key, the fuel injectors spray more fuel into the combustion chamber. If the engine doesn't start, this excess fuel builds up, creating an overly rich mixture. This can choke the combustion chamber, soaking the spark plugs and preventing them from igniting. Worse, the fuel washes away the thin oil film on the cylinder walls, which protects the pistons and bearings from friction. Just a few extra cranks can strip away this critical lubrication during the engine's most vulnerable moment. It's not just the engine that suffers. The starter motor takes a beating too. The starter consumes the most power during startup and heats up quickly. Forcing it to crank repeatedly can overheat the coils, wear out the gears, or even burn out the motor entirely. Replacing a starter can cost hundreds of dollars, all because of a moment of impatience. The right way to handle a non-starting car is simple. Try no more than 2 or 3 times, with a few dozen seconds between attempts to give the engine and starter a chance to breathe. If it still won't start, stop trying. Check basic causes like fuel level, battery, or fuses, or call for technical help. 2. Starting the engine with the steering wheel turned fully. A habit few notice but that quietly harms the car is starting the engine with the steering wheel turned fully to the left or right. It seems harmless, but this action puts immense pressure on the power steering system and the engine during its most vulnerable moment, right after starting. When the steering wheel is at full lock, the power steering pump works at maximum pressure. Meanwhile, the engine, just started, hasn't yet built up proper oil pressure, and the RPMs are still stabilizing. Forcing it to handle the heavy load of the steering system is like asking someone who just woke up to lift a 110-pound sack of rice. This strains the engine, leading to wear on the serpentine belt, power steering pump bearings, and seals in the hydraulic system over time. The solution is incredibly simple. Before turning the key or pressing the start button, return the steering wheel to the straight position. It takes less than a second, but prevents a host of risks to the engine and steering system. Once the engine is running stably and oil has circulated, turning the wheel is perfectly safe. 3. Revving the engine hard right after starting. One of the most common habits that quietly shortens engine life is revving the engine hard right after starting. Whether it's to hear the exhaust roar or because you're rushing to work, many drivers slam the gas pedal immediately. But this is when the engine is at its most fragile. When you first start the engine, the oil is still sitting in the crankcase, not yet pumped and distributed to critical parts like pistons, valves, camshafts, or bearings. In those first few seconds, metal surfaces rub together with only a thin residual oil film from the last drive. Revving the engine suddenly spikes the RPMs, creating intense friction and heat that can cause tiny scratches on the cylinder walls. These scratches are hard to detect at first, but build up over time, leading to compression loss, weakened performance, or even oil consumption. The solution is simple. After starting, let the engine idle for 20 to 30 seconds. This brief time allows oil to circulate throughout the engine. When you start driving, keep the throttle gentle and RPMs low for the first few minutes, letting the engine wake up smoothly. 4. Ignoring warning lights on the dashboard. One of the most critical steps during startup, often overlooked is checking the dashboard warning lights. Many drivers turn the key, start the engine, shift into gear, and drive off without glancing at the lights that flash and then turn off. This habit seems harmless, but can cause you to miss your car's cries for help. When you turn the key or press the start button, a series of warning lights on the dashboard light up for a few seconds. These aren't just for show, they're part of the system's self-check. If everything is fine, the lights turn off one by one. But if any light stays on or flashes, it signals a problem. Possibly low oil pressure, an alternator issue, a fault in the ABS brakes, or an airbag that's not ready. In practice, many severe engine failures start with warning lights that appeared but were ignored. Repair shops often see heavily damaged cars where owners admit, "I saw a strange light, but I thought it was fine and kept driving." By the time the car breaks down on the road, it's often too late. The solution is simple. Each time you start the car, take a few seconds to watch the dashboard. Ensure all warning lights turn off as expected. If any stay on, check the issue or take the car to a shop immediately. A few seconds in the morning can bring peace of mind for the entire drive. 5. Starting the engine with lights, air conditioning, or radio still on. A habit that seems harmless but quietly wears down your car's electrical system is starting the engine while headlights, air conditioning, radio, or other electrical devices are still on. Many drivers leave everything on from the previous day, then simply turn the key or press the start button in the morning without switching them off. This puts extra strain on the battery during its most demanding moment, when it must supply a huge current to the starter motor, while also powering multiple other devices. Picture this. When you start the car, the starter motor draws a massive amount of power to crank the engine. If headlights, AC fans, and the entertainment system are also demanding power, the battery is stretched to its limit. This not only causes voltage drops, making the car harder to start, but also significantly shortens the battery's lifespan. A battery that could last 3 to 4 years might only survive 1 to 2 years because of this simple habit. It's not just the battery. The alternator suffers too. When the engine first starts, the alternator isn't yet stable, but must work over time to recharge a drained battery and power lights, fans, or screens. Repeated overloading heats up the coils, wears out bearings early, and can even burn out the rectifier. Replacing an alternator can cost hundreds of dollars. The solution is simple. Before turning off the engine, switch off all electrical devices. In the morning, let the battery focus all its power on the starter motor. Once the engine is running smoothly and the alternator's voltage is stable, then turn on the lights, AC, or radio. These small steps can greatly extend the life of your electrical system. Comment 11 if you've experienced this issue. 6. Holding the key in the start position too long. A common mistake during startup is holding the key in the start position for too long. This often happens when drivers aren't sure if the engine has started or are worried it won't, so they hold the key for extra seconds. In reality, even a moment too long can damage expensive components. Once the engine starts, the starter motor must stop immediately. Holding the key in the start position keeps the starter engaged with the flywheel, which is now spinning at high speed. This causes the starter's gears to grind, creating an annoying whirring noise and leading to wear or broken teeth over time. This is a frequent issue seen in repair shops, and replacing a starter or flywheel can cost hundreds of dollars. Beyond that, forcing the starter to run longer heats up the motor rapidly. The internal coils can burn out, and the brushes wear out prematurely. If the starter motor fails, the car won't start, leaving you stranded and facing tow truck fees and repair costs. The engine itself also takes a hit. Holding the key too long causes vibrations from the grinding gears to transfer to the crankshaft, engine mounts, and bearings, accelerating their wear over time. Many cases of unusual engine vibrations during startup trace back to this small habit. The solution is simple. When turning the key, release it as soon as the engine starts. For cars with push-button start, just press once. The system handles the rest. If the car doesn't start after 2-3 seconds, release the key, wait a few seconds, and try again instead of forcing it. 7. Pressing the gas pedal while starting. A habit some older drivers still follow is pressing the gas pedal while starting the engine. In the days of carbureted engines, a light tap on the gas helped add fuel to the combustion chamber, making it easier to start. But with modern fuel-injected EFI engines, this habit is not only unnecessary, but also directly harms the engine. Pressing the gas while starting causes the fuel system to inject more fuel than needed. The air-fuel mixture becomes too rich, making it harder to start or even flooding the engine. Excess fuel sticks to the cylinder walls, washing away the thin oil film that protects the pistons and bearings from friction. Each time this happens, metal surfaces rub together nearly bare, causing rapid wear. Additionally, unburned fuel can leak into the engine oil, diluting it and reducing its lubricating ability. Oil mixed with gasoline evaporates more easily and generates higher heat, further shortening engine life. Repair shops often see cars with just a few tens of thousands of miles but blackened, diluted oil. The cause? Owners habitually pump the gas for luck when starting. The correct way for modern cars is simple. Keep your foot off the gas pedal, turn the key, or press the start button, and let the ECU handle everything. The engine control unit precisely calculates the right amount of fuel, air, and spark timing for a quick, safe start. 8. Repeatedly starting the car for short trips. A mistake many people unknowingly make is repeatedly starting the car for short trips. It doesn't sound like a big deal. Driving a few hundred yards to the store, dropping the kids off a mile away, then shutting off the engine. But over time, this is a silent enemy that causes the engine to wear out much faster than long drives. The reason is simple. Each time you start the engine, it needs time for oil to be pumped and distributed to all components. On short trips, the oil doesn't reach its optimal temperature, so moisture in the combustion chamber and excess fuel don't evaporate, lingering in the oil and exhaust system. This dilutes the oil, forms sludge, and accelerates rust in the exhaust system. Cars used mostly for short trips often show rapidly blackened oil, a gasoline smell in the oil, and heavily fouled spark plugs. Mechanics easily spot signs of short trips, dirty engines, sludge buildup, and oily exhaust pipes. Worse, frequent starts throughout the day overwork the battery and starter, significantly shortening their lifespan. The solution is simple but often ignored. Combine errands into one longer trip instead of splitting them into short ones. At least a few times a week, take the car for a 20-30 minute drive to let the engine fully warm up. Evaporate moisture and excess fuel and allow the oil to reach its ideal temperature for self-cleaning. This is an easy, cost-free way to keep your engine healthy. 9. Using old or incorrect viscosity oil. One often overlooked reason for rapid engine wear is starting the car with old oil or oil of the wrong viscosity. Many assume that as long as the oil level is sufficient, delaying a change by a few thousand miles is fine. But in reality, motor oil isn't eternal. Over time, it degrades, loses viscosity, and collects contaminants. The consequences of using old or incorrect oil are most evident in those critical first seconds of starting. When oil is past its prime, its lubricating film becomes thin and weak, failing to keep metal surfaces apart. This causes pistons, bearings, and camshafts to rub directly against each other, producing clattering noises and rapid wear. If the oil is thinner than recommended, it becomes like water when the engine heats up, offering insufficient protection at high RPMs. Conversely, oil that's too thick forces the oil pump to work harder, especially in the morning. It takes extra seconds for the oil to reach all components, and those few seconds are enough to cause wear several times faster than normal. Repair shops have seen cars with just 37,000, 43,000 miles showing oil consumption, blue smoke, or loud knocking. The cause isn't a random failure, but owners using cheap, incorrect viscosity oil or stretching oil change intervals. Inside, engines are caked with sludge, cylinders are scratched, and bearings are heavily worn. Repair costs can rival a year's salary when all it took was using the right oil on schedule. The solution is to always follow the manufacturer's recommendations for viscosity, e.g., 0W20, 5W30, and quality standards, API, ACEA, etc. Change oil on time, and don't save a few bucks at the expense of an engine worth thousands of dollars. For harsh driving conditions, shorten the oil change interval to stay safe. 10. Starting with the car in gear, manual transmission. A dangerous mistake many manual transmission drivers carelessly repeat is starting the engine while the car is still in gear. It's not uncommon. In a rush, you hop in, turn the key, and forget the gear shift is in first or reverse. The result is a sudden lurch forward or backward, posing a risk to the driver and anyone nearby. The solution is simple. Always ensure the gear shift is in neutral, and the clutch is fully pressed before starting. This basic step, taught in early driving lessons, is often skipped as drivers get comfortable. Many newer cars have a safety switch requiring the clutch to be pressed to start, but it's best to make it a natural habit. Get in, check the gear, press the clutch, then turn the key or press the button. 11. Starting with a weak battery. One situation many drivers encounter is trying to start the car with a weak battery. The signs are obvious. Turning the key or pressing the start button results in a sluggish crank, a heavy starter sound, or flickering dashboard lights. Many keep trying, hoping the car will luckily start. But each attempt not only stresses the battery, but also directly harms the engine and electrical system. With a weak battery, the starter motor can't spin fast enough to create the necessary compression in the combustion chamber. This leads to incomplete combustion, black smoke, or excess fuel diluting the engine oil. Spark plugs quickly foul, losing their ability to ignite, making future starts even harder. Over time, carbon buildup clogs the combustion chamber, injectors get blocked, and engine performance drops. The solution is clear. Don't keep trying to start with a weak battery. If the battery is over 2 to 3 years old, check it regularly and replace it when needed. If you notice starting trouble, recharge the battery or use a jump starter instead of repeatedly cranking. Importantly, turn off all electrical devices, lights, AC, radio, before starting to reduce the battery's load. Engines don't fail from one hard rev or a single failed start. They wear out from small habits repeated daily. Avoiding these 11 startup mistakes can keep your car running for hundreds of thousands of miles, saving you thousands in repairs. Don't let a few rushed seconds in the morning lead to long-term consequences. If you found this helpful, leave a comment or subscribe to help others protect their vehicles.